hear me calling. Me no way, no drive.
I think that's the biggest thing.
Women are in NBA2k.
There also was the first.
Really bad news on the injury front today, Hornet.
Well, and DA, that's the standard for the Lakers organization. Thanks for that report. And here's a look at some numbers for Che.
And right now, he's in one of those grooves where he has a tremendous feel for the game. His assist numbers these past 5 look a lot different than from the rest of the season. And by different, I mean better.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Shea is out there with Anthony Davis. And it's Rondo in at point guard. And for Brooklyn, Dinwiddie runs the point with LeVert flanking him. Durant is out there with Allen. And it's Jordan in at the center position. Now here's LeVert. Following the miss by Che. Scouting reports very detailed, Clark. Talk about the types of insights those scouting reports would reveal about your team and your opposition.
Typically player tendencies and team tendencies. How do they win? What areas are they really strong in? A team being excellent on the glass or tremendous in transition offense or very physical. I mean, just those types of nuggets that you would have for a team and then individual players so that you could try to position them to not be at their best by what you did to counteract them.
Good explanation. And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. The tray, no good from Durant. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And James throws it down.
Shea making it look so easy, dropping that nice room service dime there.
Rondo against Dinwiddie. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And the 6'6" point guard, Spencer Dinwiddie, second-round pick of the Detroit Pistons in 2014. You know, Greg, they might have wished they held on to him.
One of the most improved players in our league. Last season, he signed that 4-year, $48 million extension from the Nets, rewarding his growth.
Now here's Davis. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Knicks in New York.
Yeah, but his shot blocking was a factor as well. 3 on the game, just a major presence on the D.
Just 2 to shoot. Offensive rebound. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Now here's Jordan in the game against Philadelphia. Very impressive. And stolen by Che. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. Count it. LeBron's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, Che's quick feet and hands on defense allow them to get out on the break. Gets them an easy bucket.
Dinwiddie against Rondo. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. The drive by Che. And the dunk by Che.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Now here's Dinwiddie. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
Boy, they are frigid right now. I mean, failing to connect on their first 4 attempts.
It's good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Pass to Allen. Now here's LeVert. 5 on the clock. And And he drops it in from the low post.
Took a little time, but they get one to go. Maybe they're warmed up now.
And here are the Lakers. They're on a 12-3 run. And Shea throws it down.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
And a great front office in Brooklyn. General Manager Sean Marks taking over in 2016, and he just signed an extension.
And you know, guys, that San Antonio tree has some great branches on it all over the league, and he's one of them. I mean, he's been a player, a coach, has worked in the front office. Marks understands all sides of the basketball business.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Jared Allen.
Shay's mentality has always been that of a very driven player. I mean, this is a man who has no other speed besides full.
And the second free throw, good.
And, you know, quite a bit of turnover for the Lakers in recent years, guys, from the front office to the coaching staff. I think it's always important for an organization to have a common voice to speak in stereo and have everybody in proper alignment from the top down to the court.
Now, here's LeVert. He picked up 24 points in their last one against Philadelphia.
Boy, he was piling up those assists in that one. I mean, every pass seemed to be on time and on target.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And as the Lakers have looked to fill positions, Clark, a real affinity for candidates with the Lakers' history.
Yeah, you know, that's exactly right. They view it as a family, but here recently, they've expanded their options and have looked outside of past Laker pedigree in terms of filling some key spots, which is part of what you have to do if you're going to move forward and be successful.
Here's Allen, following the basket by Anthony Davis. Allen, right side, over Shea, and it's good off the back rim and in.
Boy, the big fella is so skilled. I mean, Jared Allen's jump shot is excellent for a center. Solid mechanics, and it really spaces the floor for him and his teammates.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Now here's Jordan, following the miss by Anthony Davis. They double-team KD. There's Allen. That's good on the assist by Durant. 6 points for Allen.
Boy, I love the mindset of Allen there. I mean, when he gets the ball in that spot, he's very aggressive.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here.
Boy, I covered Jared Allen in college, and you look at the physical profile he's got. 7.5 foot.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Rondo and Caldwell Pope in the backcourt. Shea is out there with Kyle Kuzma, and it's McGee in at the 5 spot. You were talking, Clark, about Allen's length and leaping ability. He's dangerous around the rim.
Boy, he sure is, guys. Still developing his skill game, but he's already more than serviceable at the offensive end of the floor. And we know he's a rim protector defensively. Good feet, gets up and down, has a nice touch and good hands. Boy, this guy is going to be some kind of player going forward.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson, who's a native of Long Island, now has his dream job, coaching the Brooklyn Nets. He doesn't need praise or recognition. Instead, he's fueled by the fear of failure. He says, I always feel like I'm one banana peel away from never being in the NBA again. And Kevin, he's got his team playing with that same determination.
David, he sure does. Thank you very much.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough. But That's how you win games.
Here's Chandler, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect in the line so far here in the second quarter.
LeBron's checked in for Los Angeles.
A versatile forward with a really nice, well-rounded all-around game. I mean, Chandler plays with great energy on both ends of the floor.
Caldwell Pope passes to Shea. Poked away. Chandler with the steal.
And that'll make a pair of turnovers for him in just the last few minutes. So he's got to be a little bit more deliberate with the ball out there.
Caldwell Pope against LeVert. Harris outside. Shoots the 3. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Lakers leading by 11. Shea passes to James. Back to Shea. And the Lakers turn it over again. Still a ways to go between now and the three-point contest, but it's always fun to talk about it. Let's see who has the best shot to earn a spot in this year's event.
And maybe this list changes between now and All-Star Weekend, but I don't think anybody would be disappointed if it stays exactly the same as it is right now.
You take a look at KD. He's going to need to leapfrog quite a few great shooters if he's going to be a part of the three-point festivities in All-Star Weekend, but, you know, maybe he can do it.
I mean, anything's possible, especially if he has a few big games from beyond the arc before All-Star Weekend. That'd give him a nice bump in the voting.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year. Some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, and I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
Inside. They get a hand on it. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Fans are always trying to distract opposing players during free throws. Have you ever seen that work in an arena?
No, I think it's just a nice workout for the fans, Kevin, quite honestly. I mean, if a guy misses, it's not because the fans have gone crazy behind the basket. It's because he shot it left or right or short or long. It's not because of the fans being on top of him, at least in my opinion.
Rondo with the steal. Tipped away. Passes it to LeBron to the inside. Shea kicks to McGee. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Clock at 6. From deep LeBron. They get it back. McGee dishes to Shea. Count that one. Shea's got 10.
You'd love for all your shots to come from that range. Shea always going to cash in on a chance like that.
Harris passes to Jordan. Now the pass to LeVert. Durant feeling it out a bit. Doesn't go for him. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. This game against Brooklyn here, it's their first look at the Nets.
Yeah, and they put up a goose egg.
So it's the Lakers now. Here's Rondo. Dinwiddie with some nice G.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Without question, Kyle Kuzma displaying his skills today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
LeVert and Durant out on the perimeter. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Jared Allen. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
That's going to make a defender think twice about getting in Che's way next time. Posterize.
Nets trailed by 3. And here's LeVert. Pass to Dinwiddie. Floats one, and Davis sends it back.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. For the tie. And he's good on the 3-ball. Durant's got 11 points.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them. And we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
Here's LeVert. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
You know, guys, with good size and length for his position, LeVert can convert tough baskets.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
You know, his performance at the foul line this season might be the first thing he points to as a priority to improve.
And it's Davis missing. Nets leading by 3.
And a great track record in the draft for the Nets. Karis LeVert selected with the 20th pick, and Jared Allen taken at 22.
And you might want to throw in, guys, too, Rodions Kurucs, the 40th pick in 2018, had a big impact, even participated in the Rising Stars Challenge. And, you know, sometimes you've got to make your own breaks, make your own good fortune, and that's exactly what the Nets have done.
Durant with it. He's picked up by LeBron. A nice shot by KD. KD's got the lead up to 3 now for the Nets.
And how about the body control by Durant? Takes the hit, but able to adjust. Yet another thing that makes him special.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Alton.
Thanks, Kevin. Shea in the last game against the Knicks was superb. He dropped in 55 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what became a great exhibition on his part. He put up numbers that really jumped out in the box score. A very solid performance. And Kevin will see what he's got in his arsenal tonight.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, you got to be careful how you defend Caldwell Pope because he's got great speed and he knows how to use it to draw contact.
A lot of smart guys playing in the NBA right now, Clark. Any that you spot that could be a great future head coach in this game?
There are so many of them, Kevin, when you spend time around guys and watch how they carry themselves on the court. Usually you look at point guards because they're quarterbacks and coaches on the floor in many cases. CP3, I don't know if he has a desire to coach, but he certainly talks and feels the game as a coach. And Mike Conley, I think he too has the type of cerebral approach to the game that could lend itself to coaching.
That's an excellent starting list. Durant for 3. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
And that stroke of Durant, effortless. I mean, easily pulling up from the perimeter. Textbook form. Beautiful to watch.
And the upcoming schedule for Brooklyn. On Saturday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Detroit Pistons. And then on Sunday, they're off to New York to face the Knicks.
And in that matchup with the Pistons, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
And the Lakers making a change here. Howard's checked in. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Shea inside. No good on that one. Excellent D there from Allen. The Nets with the lead. Pass to LeVert. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Caldwell Pope.
Well, you know, LeVert is pretty well put together at 6'7", which allows him to bang inside effectively.
Tremendous versatility for Karis LeVert, offensively, Clark, and defensively. He can play multiple positions.
Well, I like that about him too, Kevin. 6'7", he's a gifted scorer, can make plays when the ball is in his hands. The Nets have a number of ball handlers, and that's what Coach Kenny Atkinson believes in. To get a lot of guys that can make plays and do it for each other and together, and we've got something good.
Jordan finds KD. LeBron with some nice D.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
So for the Nets, Taurean Prince comes in for Kevin Durant. And Harris subbed in for Karis LeVert. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Prince kicks to Harris. Clock at 4. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Defense better watch out. They better be alert, because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
And here at the midway point of the season, the perfect time to check out the rookie rankings. Who will be the NBA Rookie of the Year? Some great young players. You look at Shea. Well, he's shown he's a force as we move along in the meat of the season, sitting pretty at that #1 spot now, and it's his race to lose.
And this is just a special, special player. No question he should be favored for the Rookie of the Year award at this point.
I ditto all of that. I mean, it's taken him only about half a season to show that he's going to be one of the faces of the NBA for a long time to come, barring injury.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan is aggressive as a rebounder. He uses his massive body, athleticism, and long arms to wreak havoc on the glass.
Prince against Caldwell Pope. Fades. Prince misses.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Harris passes to Dinwiddie. Prince outside. Fires the 3. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 3 assists tonight.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Harris against Caldwell Pope. Cousins trying to free himself up. Shea with the bucket. Shea's got the game tied up here for Los Angeles. Brooklyn's gone downtown a lot since halftime. They've missed 5 of their 9 attempts out there. Pass to Caruch. Great D that time from Shea. And Los Angeles guys, shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game.
Boy, it's all about Shea in this game. He's been an absolute beast, taking care of business.
32 seconds left to play in the third. Harris kicks to LeVert. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Rajon Rondo.
Well, you know what? I think you got to be excited about LeVert's potential. This kid seems to get better and add more to his game every year.
This is his third trip to the free throw line. First one falls for Anthony Davis. He's checked in for Los Angeles. And he makes both free throws. 23 seconds left in the third quarter. And Shea with the basket on the assist by Rondo. Rondo's got 5 assists tonight.
Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
Chandler the pass to LeVert. From deep three-point range, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Shea making things happen for Los Angeles. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. Right back after this break. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So the Lakers 5 right now. Rondo and Caldwell Pope in the backcourt. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Shea. And it's Davis in at the 5. Good, and the assist goes to Shea. Shea's got his 6th assist on the night.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Karuch. He can't get it to go. Kuzma with the defensive effort.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And, Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's LeVert. Just 5 to shoot. Over to the wing. Here's Karuch. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. So for the Nets, Allen's checked in for Rodions Kurucs, and Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Harris. And the Lakers also making a switch. LeBron's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing under control. Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. Timeout called, the Nets. And a big summer for the Lakers, trading for Anthony Davis. For a time, Greg, it even looked like they had a great shot at landing Kawhi Leonard.
He ends up choosing the Clippers, which gives rise to a compelling rivalry. The nexus of NBA basketball has shifted to the city of Angels. Whichever team you root for, LA fans with a lot to celebrate.
It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard Kenny Atkinson talking with his team. He said, hey, we're still in this thing. We just have to trust each other out there. Be aggressive, stay together, and play as a team. We're coming back and winning this one. Pretty confident words, Kevin.
Kuzma passes to Shea, and Shea throws it down.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
Greg, you can feel the sense of urgency they have to get this thing closed out as soon as possible.
Dinwiddie against Rondo. Outside, KD. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Here's LeBron. Second chance shot. He feeds it to Shea. James in the post. KD's on him. And it's James missing. Dinwiddie wide open. And again, it's the Nets missing.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
James kicks to Rondo. down low. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's on Jared Allen.
There's an aggressiveness to Che's game that I think everybody can appreciate and respect. Prides himself on keeping pressure on the defense.
And the first one drops. Mark, you ever think we'll see a player coach in the NBA again?
I don't think so, Kevin. The role is just so demanding. You know, it requires so much, and there's so much scrutiny now. I don't think you can effectively play and coach in this day and age. No, I don't think you'll see it happen.
Last one we saw was Dave Collins back in the late 70s, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. That's a long time ago, man.
The Boston Celtics.
Yep.
Just 4 to shoot. Dinwiddie passes to Allen. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. And the pass to Davis. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Good, and the assist goes to Che. Che's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Rondo against Dinwiddie. Outside Durant. He dishes it to Allen. Pass to Dinwiddie. Allen kicks to KD. But they'll get another chance. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And the foul called on Che. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Dinwiddie finds Durant. LeVert with it. Shot clock at 5. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Yeah, the first half was 1 to deep 6 or forget, but in the second half, he's looked a lot better.
Here's Davis. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not so unlucky 13 shots.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
Here's KD. And Davis sends it back. And here we go. Fast break with Che. Misses in close. Nets trail by 16. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Rondo's shot is off.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving, get something better.
And the basket is good.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Pass to Durant. From downtown. But they get it back. Jordan the pass to Allen. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. To the paint. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
You know, for a team like the Nets, building without top picks, player development becomes critical. I mean, the Nets have made that a key focus for their franchise, and you can see the results paying dividends now.
Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for the Lakers. Mark, you were talking about the Nets player development. Guys like Spencer Dinwiddie and Joe Harris were signed as free agents.
Yeah, and you know, guys, a coaching staff dedicated to taking them to the next level in terms of improvement and player development. The investment they make in their top-notch training facility, all of that focus paying off for them.
Dinwiddie passes to Durant. To halt the run, Allen tipped back in for 2.
Well, I tell you, this guy just does not quit on the boards. His energy is contagious, especially on the offensive glass.
With some arc, Davis. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Dinwiddie attacking, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And at 6'6", Spencer Dinwiddie's tall for a point guard, but Clark, despite his size, very slippery off the dribble.
Yeah, he's ill-like when you talk about him off the dribble, guys. I mean, excellent change of pace, and he's got a quick first step. And once he gets in the lane, his size helps him be a good finisher. Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Here's LeVert. Clark, last season we saw more of the global game series from the NBA. A couple games in Mexico, one in England. It's nice to see.
Yeah, it really is, because I actually 6 years ago had a chance to be with the Pacers in the global games in the Philippines, and then Taipei, Taiwan with the Rockets. Great experience for the players and the organizations. It's an additional level of travel, no doubt. About a week to 10 days where you're in another country, but it's great for the game and it's great for the fans in those countries.
The dish to Allen. Here's Dinwiddie. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Caldwell Pope.
Well, I really like this kid in college at Colorado. An effective player is Spencer Dinwiddie. He really does it all. Scores, rebounds, passes, defends. Good all-around player.
And season 4 for Coach Kenny Atkinson with the Nets. You got to be impressed with the job he's done in Brooklyn.
Yeah, you know, Kenny is a hard worker. He's a bit of a grinder if you were trying to term what category he might fit into. And you see that in his team. And, you know, he admits it. He's getting better just like his players are. And that's a great statement, because we're all hopefully getting better as we move forward.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Davis is checked in for JaVale McGee. James comes in for Murray. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Danny Green. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Alex Caruso. Dinwiddie passes to LeVert. Fires from 14, and he gets it to go. LeVert's got 10 points here in the second half.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Lakers.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this is a great team effort by everyone.
And so when you look at the season record, this one will tally up win number 43 on the year.
And in the season series, they'll end up taking the upper hand with this first victory for the matchup, a 1-0 record against Brooklyn.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jay.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Rondo with the steal. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Banked in off the glass.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Here's KD. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Man, Durant is a flat-out baller, showing off his wily strength on these tough finishes. He's a thin guy, but he's a strong guy.
That's good from Durant. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Jay kicks to Rondo. Good. And it's Jay picking up the assist.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Here's Musa. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Shea drives in, and the dunk by Jay.
A nice aggressive move from Che, making a decisive move. No hesitation, going forward and converting on the drive.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Greg Anthony and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long.
Hey, Shaq here. Another game, another double-double. If you had to choose, which is the greater value to this team, your passing or your scoring?
Yo, listen up. I want to handle the game ball real quick. Now, I think we all know who earned it, right? Come up here, man. Hey. You busted your behind tonight on both sides of the floor. Nice work, man. That's all I do.
Good job, boy.
So, Jay.
Hey, what up?
All right, I have a huge opportunity for my favorite client.
Why does this guy have a big smile on his face? You see that?
I do see it, and I feel it, and I'm with it, and I'm excited too.
I have something really fun planned for you. It's to help promote Gatorade.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, do you trust me?
Long answer, yes. Short answer, no.
I heard a yes in there somewhere. Come on.
Did you put him up to this?
No, what Levi is dead set on this being a surprise. I want to tell you like a normal person.
Where is your sense of drama? It has to be a surprise.
See?
Okay, fine.
Oh, that's my man.
Surprise
Where
it is.
are we going?
All I'll say is
Don't worry about it.
strap in.
Let's go.
Strap in.
Yep.
This is great, isn't it?
I hate you, man.
What?
I said I hate you.
Oh, yeah, that's just a fear talking.
No, it's not. I seriously hate you. Reese, is this safe?
Well-defined safe.
That's not really reassuring.
Okay, yeah, it's safe, 100%.
You just tell me that so I can jump.
Yes, jump.
You can pull out at any time, all right? Just remember that. You don't have to do that.
I don't know about this, guys.
No, if you want, we got this stunt double right here, and he's ready to go. He's ready to jump.
Why does he look just like me?
That's showbiz, honey. We gotta protect the stars.
That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah. Do you want to jump or not? Because we gotta go.
All right, I'll do it.
That's my man. Fearless.
So what I do, just jump and hold the Gatorade bottle?
Yep.
Yeah, and jump with the bottle.
Okay, cool, I can do that. Let's do it.
Don't forget, mug to the camera on the way down. Smile.
All right,
Show
smile.
your teeth.
Keep looking at the
Show
camera.
my teeth.
Remember,
Yeah, you
right
got it.
parachute,
Okay.
left is the
Yeah.
direction.
All right,
Okay, you ready?
okay, let's do it,
Okay,
yeah.
here we go. 1, 2, 3.
This was for
jump.
my woadies.
Loud as it was, and it was awesome.
You were the 2016 Rookie of the Year, two-time WNBA All-Star, 2018 WNBA MVP. What was it like going from college to the WNBA?
The transition.
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
2
2K Sports pregame show.
And coming up for you shortly, it is the Los Angeles Lakers in action against the 76ers in Philadelphia. For Philadelphia, it's an opportunity for them in a top-tier matchup to rise to the occasion. These are the measuring stick games that push you to take your game to the next level. Man, we are in for a treat. Two incredible front courts in this one, Shaq. Talented and highly skilled.
You know, it used to be only a few forwards that could step out and torch you from deep. Now, that's the key role to a lot of teams.
You know what? The amount of mobility now in the front court is incredible. I mean, you know, hey, Shaq, you look kind of svelte right now. What are you, running around 250 bills?
600.
600 pounds?
Told you. Yeah. All day, every day.
I told you.
Oh, are we still on the air?
Oh, man.
Strike that from the tape.
We've got it down, Kevin. Back to you.
Certainly one of the most beautiful structures in the most historic city in the U.S. That's City Hall here in Philadelphia. It's Saturday night and live on 2K Sports. We've got the excitement of the NBA for you tonight. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers going up against the Philadelphia 76ers here in Wells Fargo Center. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. DA David Aldridge is on our sideline. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for LeBron.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues.
We are nearly ready for the tip.
Well, Ben Simmons was the top-rated player in high school and in college, but a fractured bone in his foot cost him his first NBA season. He said, "A lot of people forgot about me. You have to build yourself up again. And for me, I wanted to prove myself again." Kevin, we all agree he's done just that.
He sure has. First NBA All-Star ever out of Australia. Thanks, David. Great rebounding teams tonight here, Chris. You averaged 13 rebounds a game one season. Got a lot of seasons like that, actually. What's the key to controlling the glass the right way?
You know what? It's just two things. Desire and effort. You can go with the techniques of boxing out. You can go with the techniques of face guarding. You can communicate. You can do a lot of things. But when it comes down to it, a lot of times it's who just wants that ball more.
I love that. Desire and effort. That's a good answer. And now the Lakers starting group. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Anthony Davis is out there with Che. And it's Rondo in at the one spot. And for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Then it's Simmons. Then there's Richardson. And it's Thibault in at the two. Che outside. Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Simmons against Rondo. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
And it's Davis missing.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Thibault can't get it to go.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the layup.
And Che gets it to go on the assist by James.
I mean, the passing genius of LeBron coming to the surface. I mean, a look that only a few players in the league can make.
Thibault, the pass to Embiid. Here's Simmons. And Davis sends it back. Fast break, the Lakers. Che with the ball ahead. And it's Davis finishing it off.
But there are some things you just can't teach. That's Che with tremendous awareness for where everyone is around him.
76ers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Thibault, the pass to Richardson. And it's Simmons penetrating. shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Davis.
The height, quickness, the mobility of Embiid, what he possesses, it's just amazing. He's daring the defense to whack him.
And after he missed the first 2 seasons of his career, Greg, with a broken bone in his foot, would injuries be your main concern for Joel Embiid?
Look, no doubt about it. As long as he's healthy, he's an all-league performer. Still, 7-footers carry a lot of weight in our league. He wants to prove he can play big minutes. They just got to make sure they protect him.
Looking at Philadelphia, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Raptors. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. The drive by Shea. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Shea's got his 2nd bucket of the night. And Embiid has got the ball here for the 76ers. Trailing by 2. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
Yes, yeah. They had a hard time taking the lid off the basket. Their offense just looked flat.
Outside Rondo. Deflects the pass. Shea passes to James. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Now the 76ers on the break. Here's Thibault. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Oh, that play took tremendous focus. Shea with the and-one opportunity here.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
And for the Sixers, the health of their draft picks has been a story. Zaire Smith, Markelle Fultz, Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, all missing significant time with injury.
Health continues to be a key for them, GA. Embiid in particular, he's missed some games last year, missed some back-to-backs. He's 7'2". You just hope his knees could withstand the grind. They got to keep him going to reach their goal.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Anthony Davis.
And this summer, a 5-year, $170 million max contract extension for Ben Simmons. The Sixers didn't want to give him any cause to look elsewhere. A great talent, but the hope with that kind of money is that he'll develop that jump shot.
The pass to Richardson. To Simmons. The 8-footer, and the shot goes down. Simmons got 5 now.
This is where Simmons likes to shoot from. I mean, the closer he is to the rim, the better.
Cousins against Embiid. Rejected by Harris. Right side Simmons. Harris's shot is off.
Some very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
Chris, what would you tell a young player that maybe a couple years ago burst onto the scene, were sensational, but have been plateauing, maybe even regressing a little?
I tell them success is a journey. But even if they would have won a Rookie of the Year award last year or a championship, that doesn't make them successful if they don't come with that same work ethic the next year. So if you've had a down year, that does not matter. You're supposed to learn from it and make this year better as well. So I would say get back to the drawing board, get back to working hard, watch a lot of tape, be honest with yourself, and focus on how to get better. Now, positive mentality, let's go forward.
Good direction.
His energy level has never dropped in this game. I mean, he's working his tail off, and the D is struggling to keep up.
Here's Thibault. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Outside, Simmons. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. And we've got a chance now to get caught up on how the standings are looking in the West as we make the push through midseason. You look at the Lakers. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason.
And when I look at the Lakers, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
Well, yeah, Greg, I mean, they had a plan coming into the year. I mean, they stuck to it, and it's worked to perfection.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
Horford kicks to Simmons. Harris looking it over. 6 on the shot clock. Passes it to Horford, and he gets the bucket.
Did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to move the ball.
Caldwell Pope outside. Pass to Cousins. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Lakers team.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
Yeah, Greg, it makes sense. I mean, when you look at where they both finished, there's a reason one team was in the playoffs and the other one was on vacation.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
76ers have gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. Here's Korkmaz. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. And a wide open look for Simmons. Misses off the right iron.
Oh, that's one of the few times they'll get away with leaving him that wide open.
To the middle. And Shea with the basket on the assist by LeBron. Now it's a 4-point Los Angeles lead. Embiid, the pass to Harris. Pass to Korkmaz. Now Simmons. In the corner, it's Harris. And a miss there on the triple.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the 3-point lane.
Cousins finds James. And again, it's Shea. Shea's got 21.
Well, it's been this way for most of the night. Shea displaying the vast arsenal on the offensive end.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
Well, the Sooners didn't jump out full throttle to sign Cousins in this past free agency. Still wary of his health. Ended up having to take another 1-year.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Then it's Josh Richardson. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Thibault in a shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Simmons dishes to Embiid. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Shea in the last game against the Nets was a man on a mission. He scored 41 points and seemed to pick apart the defense all night with a ton of assists. The stat line was filled, and the whole league is talking about it. We'll see what he does for an encore tonight, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, right. Now, I'm sure he wants to come out in attack mode. The other key for him is to continue to get to his spots on the floor.
Here's Simmons, and there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the Lakers get called for the foul.
A triple-double machine. I mean, Ben Simmons surpassed by only the great Oscar Robinson with the pace he's piling up.
And you look at the all-around impact of Ben Simmons, already a star, an all-star. You know what, Chris? If he adds a jump shot, how good do you think he can be?
Whoa. Some say you better polish up that MVP trophy. I mean, perimeter shooting, the only thing he really lacks.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Back to Shea. It's hauled in by Harris. And it's Harris with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Thibault, the pass to Simmons. Over Caldwell Pope. No good from Simmons.
I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the deep playing soft like that.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Here's Thibault. He's coming off a 10-point game against Toronto, and it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Here's Simmons, trailing by 2. And Simmons slams it in.
Terrific at penetrating inside. The mobility Simmons possesses at his size, amazing.
Shea drives in. Goes back up. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Embiid. The Lakers have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
The league has cracked down, C-Webb, on flagrants. Players leaving the bench. Do you think we need to be as strict about it as we've been?
Oh, I love the attention to detail the league has given on flagrants. So you don't want the flagrants of the past. My friend Kevin McHale, he says Rambis just ran into his elbow. That wasn't even a flagrant foul on that play, if anybody remembers that old play that I'm talking about back in the Celtics-Laker days. But how about today? My thing, Kevin, is just don't call a ticky-tack a flagrant. I think we all know what a flagrant is. Let's keep the new flagrants as flagrants and no flopping. If you flop, no flagrants. Games are too important. You don't want that flagrant 1, flagrant 2, a shot and the ball. It can change the momentum of the game. I think the league and the refs are doing a great job. Let's just not let those ones that aren't flagrant sneak in there because of flopping.
And Chris, what about players leaving the bench when there's something going on?
Well, I'll tell you what, the league has always been great about that. And now what's funny is if you watch the games, there's an assistant coach that is designated just when he sees a scuffle on the floor. His only job is to run to the end of the bench and stand at the line with his arms out so no player can cross him. So not only is the league taking steps, not only are players mindful of it, but now you have an assistant coach whose only job is to stand up there and to be an obstacle so that no players can step that foot across the line. It changes series. It causes big fights. It puts fans in harm's way. We just don't need it.
Outside Rondo. He kicks to James. Shea dishes to Davis. Back to Shea. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
Yeah, and Rondo just working the ball around there. He loves finding his teammates when they're open in the sweet spots.
That one goes in. Simmons got the lead up to 3 now for the 76ers.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Lakers have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Pulls up. And Shea with the basket on the assist by Rondo. Rondo's got 5 assists in the game. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Thibault, the pass to Simmons. Over Rondo. No good from Simmons. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Lakers passing it around. Basket good. Davis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
Shots good by Simmons.
He's pulling out all the tricks this quarter. They can't figure out how to stop him.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Yeah, he went from not even playing basketball to the #3 pick in a matter of just 4 years. As Joel Embiid puts it, his life is a movie.
Mike Scott's checked in for Josh Richardson. And the Lakers also making a switch. Murray's checked in for Rajon Rondo. Back to James. Murray outside. To the paint. Shea, no good. And the NBA veteran Luke Ba'amute hosts a camp every summer in Cameroon. He basically was forced to attend it, and the rest, Chris, is history.
Yeah, 16 years old, Kevin. He moved to the U.S. He didn't speak English. He was getting teased and bullied. They laughed him out the gym. And that's when his competitive nature took over and carried him to greatness. Hope he's laughing now.
And he's good on the second.
Yeah, he was the 19th pick in the 2011 NBA draft. I mean, Harris entered the league after a quality year as a Tennessee Volunteer.
Here's Davis. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got 5 rebounds tonight. Down low, Scott. Rebound the Lakers. Shea's got his 4th rebound in this one. Loads it up for Davis and finished off by Davis.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
The 76ers shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Caldwell Pope against Simmons. Got a hand on it. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. LeBron is running.
Sensational speed from James, a force of nature in the open court. This combination of quickness and athleticism.
Simmons passes to Thibault. On the wing, Harris. Six to shoot. Takes the 3. That one doesn't go. LeBron with some nice D. Shea drives in. That one goes. Count it. And now a 4-point Los Angeles lead.
Well, just another thing you love about Shea, his ability to take a pounding and fight through it.
Thibault, the pass to Embiid. Kicks it to Harris. There's the 3 and the foul on Mike Scott. That is his first foul of the game. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. So it's Philadelphia now. Here's Simmons. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Lakers lead by 4. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Dwight, what are you seeing from your opponent tonight?
They're a tough team. You know, they play hard, they play together, they move the ball, and they know how to play within the offense, you know. And we've been doing a better job on the defensive end, and I think tonight we came out with the right mentality. We just got to keep it up.
Dwight, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Well, you look at Shea in this game, he has been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Lakers. Rondo and Caldwell Pope in the backcourt. LeBron James is out there with Shea. And it's Davis in at the center, locking down the middle. Chris, of the guys you went against and played against, who would have benefited from today's style of play the most?
Oh, man, I got a few names. Billy Owens. Billy Owens, to me, was a guy like Kevin Durant. You know, he couldn't shoot like that, but he did everything on the floor for us there in Golden State. And I think in today, an open game for him where he could get going, oh, man, that would just be incredible. I also think of a guy like Detlef Shrimp. He could post up, he could pop and pick, he could shoot the ball deep, he could shoot off the dribble, finish on the break, whatever you wanted, he could give it to you that way. And I think for both guys, that size, that sweet spot, 6'7", 6'8", but played like a little bit of a guard, those two guys come to mind.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, DeMarcus Cousins suffered an Achilles injury, and it was a major setback for him, and it was also an eye-opener. Cousins said, any given day could be your last day playing. And all the celebrity, all the fame ends. My love for the game has grown, but at the same time, I want to be more than just a basketball player. Kevin, challenges can put anything into perspective.
Thank you, D.A. Knocked away. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rondo. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
You look at James. He has a huge vote total right now. Number 3, in fact, among Western Conference players.
And looking more and more like he'll be a starter. And that's really a tribute to the work he's put in this season. He's earned each and every one of those votes.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase. We'll keep you updated with the results each day during the voting. To the inside. And Rajon Rondo, the basket on the assist by Shea. Shea's got 4 assists now tonight. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. The pass to Harris. Here's Thibault. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production.
And they continue to control the glass.
Caldwell Pope passes to Shea. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Trey Burke's checked in for the 76ers.
A championship standard in LA with the Lakers. The expectations will always be high.
Oh, yeah, Jay, you've been there with me. I mean, we both looked up in the Raptors and seen those 16 championship banners up there. I mean, with LeBron James in the fold, the expectation is to get to 17, 18, 19.
Here's Harris, and they convert it last on attempt number 3. Harris has got his second bucket of the night. Lakers leading by 9. And here's Caldwell Pope. Back to Shea. The kick out to LeBron. Floats it up for Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, the results are clear as day. Great approach coming into the third quarter. We'll see if they can keep it up.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
Yeah, and I love the fans in Philly. They're notoriously prickly, though. They expect hard-nosed effort. If not, they'll let you hear about it.
And with a quick break in the action, here's some numbers for LeBron James. First in three-point field goal percentage, 4th in field goal percentage. And he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates is such an asset.
And not only is he hitting from deep, he's doing it with great consistency. One of our league's most efficient three-point shooters. And Davis sends it back. One-on-one fast break. Shea's shot is off. Yes, you're talking about the Philly fans. They were even booing their team in that conference semifinal round against Toronto.
Yeah, they got nervous with the season on the line. You can't take it personal. In Philly, they love you just as much as they boo you.
Lakers passing it around. Back to Davis. And the rejection by Embiid.
Awesome timing on the rejection. Embiid's a big fella. You don't want to bring it in around this guy.
Simmons passes to Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
Oh, great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
Caldwell Pope outside, and stolen by Burke. Inside. Count the basket and the foul. It's on Rajon Rondo.
Great teamwork punctuated by...
The 76ers trail by 12. Morris is out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then there's Richardson. And it's Thibault in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
And Caldwell Pope just has unreal timing on defense. If you put up something soft, he's going to send it back.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. And he's showing signs now of life after going scoreless through the half.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Morris passes to Thibault. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Hey, Chris, this year Pioneer Chuck Cooper inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame. Long overdue, wouldn't you say?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, he was the first African-American player ever to be drafted. I mean, let's just think about that. The Jackie Robinson of basketball. He paved the way, and what he endured, and his teammates, by the way, of all colors, is well documented. And I think the Celtics need to, and I think they will retire. Oh, wow. Look out.
Beautiful jam.
This is what a point guard should do. Simmons is so adept at noticing when the defense is overcommitted.
Well, maybe not the most well-known player in the league, but Josh Richardson has been a big source of offense, and Grady's done it for a while now.
A bit of a specialist, but Richardson has no problem putting up and making threes.
And the dunk by Jay.
I tell you what, that was explosive. Shea saw a lane and didn't hesitate.
Simmons on the wing. He's covered by Rondo. Richardson gets a wide open look. The three-pointer no good. And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Shea drives in. And it's sent back by Morris.
Oh, man, look at Morris. Use his reach to turn away a shot. He's excellent at cornering shooters and sending their shots back.
Richardson the pass to Thibault. Back to Richardson. Puts up a three, and the three ball is good.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Shea kicks to Caldwell Pope, and Shea throws it down.
Well, this is no surprise. Shea plays with an aggressive mind state almost every time we see him.
The 76ers trail by 10. Simmons with it. He's picked up by Rondo. The drive by Simmons. And the rebound goes to Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Got a piece of it. Rondo with the steal. And now here's Rondo, the fast break opportunity, and Cousins throws it down.
Well, it's all about post position for Cousins. I mean, once he has it, the defense is toast.
The 76ers have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Morris finds Richardson. Buries it down low.
He's been fantastic, but he can't do it all by himself. Some of the other guys need to lighten the load and step up.
Back to Jay. And the dunk by Jay.
Ooh. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Simmons against Rondo. A three from Morris. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got assist number 7 for him tonight.
Morris is excellent at cashing in on the catch and shoot. I mean, he's terrific at firing off the pass.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Harris has checked in. And that one misses.
And he's taking care of the hard part tonight, which is getting to the line. But he hasn't finished the job once he gets there.
Good on the second free throw.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
Passes it to Thibault. Now, here is Morris. Covered by Shea. Just 5 on the clock. Knocks it loose. Rondo with the steal. It's Shea, top of the key. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle. And with LeBron James managing to extend his prime, the pressure is on this Lakers organization to make the most of it.
Yeah, you're right, GA. I mean, it's the kind of pressure you want, though. I mean, getting those superstar players is the hard part. Finding that supporting cast, that's the hard work part. Well, Kevin, there's no secret. Cousins is one of the more fiery competitors in this league, and I like guys who play with their heart in this league.
The drive by Simmons, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Simmons got 25 points.
Who knows what this score would look like if he wasn't on his game tonight.
Good. 45 points for Che.
Well, I'll tell you what, Che's a hard guy to stop, even when you play him physical.
The 76ers trail by 15. Richardson kicks to Harris. Back to Richardson. Morris, left side. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Horford's checked in. 4 on the clock. Simmons inside the line. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Well, in transition, Che does a great job of picking his spots and finishing with confidence.
Philadelphia's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Thibault, the pass to Simmons. Harris with it. He's covered by Rondo. Takes it from 10, and Harris gets it to go on the assist by Simmons. That's 10 points for Tobias Harris. Los Angeles leading by 15. Che kicks to Kuzma. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Lakers working the ball around now. Here's Cousins. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And last season, the Sixers unveiling a Dr. J statue on their Legends Walk outside the team training facility.
Oh, yeah, his second statue in Philly. I mean, the other one is down by the stadium. At that Legend Walk, you know who he joins? Wilt Chamberlain, Mo Cheeks, Bobby Jones, Billy Cunningham, Hal Greer. That's some good company to be in. Some great history for the Sixers.
LeBron, he's checked in for the Lakers.
And one difference this have is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
Here's Simmons. It's hauled in by Che. Che's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. The 76ers trail by 17. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Playing to his strengths on the offensive end. Simmons, I mean, an added bonus whenever he catches fire.
And they double up Che. Here's Caldwell Pope. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Great decision, great find. I mean, draws the double team and passes out of it to create the open look.
Here's Thibault. Outside, Simmons. Poke loose. Thibault, the pass to Simmons. 5 to shoot. A floater. No good on that one. So the Lakers will take it the other way.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Well, then Caldwell Pope really sees the court well. Everyone knows this guy can shoot, but his passing is also outstanding.
76ers have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46-47%. Pass to Thibault, puts up a 3. The rebound by Caldwell Pope.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but he hasn't been successful.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Just a dream scenario for them so far. Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
And the 76ers call time here. With the G League growing by leaps and bounds, one is now being brought to Mexico City, Chris.
I mean, first of all, let's go back to last season. Did you see how crazy those fans were in Jurassic Park in Toronto?
Yeah, they love it.
Can you imagine Mexico? Oh, my
They'll
God.
love it.
This
You
would
better
be
believe
great.
it.
Mexico City, yeah. Let's bring everyone in, all the fans. And what I really love is that it's for the home fan base. So when I think of the Toronto Raptors, I think about the city of Toronto. I think about Canada and how it's theirs. And even though we're one league, that team is theirs, and they take that pride on, and it just brings so much more excitement. Can you imagine all the people in Mexico City being excited for their team? Oh, I want to be at one of the first games when that happens because I know the crowd is going to be sick. It's going to be crazy. I want to be there.
Richardson kicks to Horford. Nailed from three-point land.
He certainly has the touch. For Horford, it's about getting his feet set and shooting the three with confidence.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
I mean, I don't know what they were thinking. You have to know the scouting report. He's a threat from out there.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Oh, the brilliance of Simmons. You know, outstanding at getting fancy with the ball and taking risks from time to time.
Richardson with it. He's picked up by James. Shea dishes to Caldwell Pope. And yep, another basket. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Here's Simmons. 1:58 left in the game. The pass to Thibault. And Harris wide open. He shoots. No good on the three.
Defensive breakdown, and they can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
Back to Shea, and stolen by Harris. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. Here's James. No good off the back of the rim. The 76ers trail by 16.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Los Angeles.
Starting five must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Shea.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Passes to Harris from the arc. And the 76ers get it back. And the shot goes in.
Oh, you better put a body on Horford. I mean, when you don't, he's more than content to torch you like this.
Now here's Shea trying to find Davis. He's got it now. Pass to Caldwell Pope and stolen by Scott. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Well, this place is still buzzing. Looking at Shea's offensive outburst, it was incredible. What was going through your mind as that point total kept shooting up?
Oh, man, I didn't want that final buzzer to sound. I knew pretty early on that this was going to be a special night for me. I felt like if we had another 4 quarters, I could double what I just did. No doubt in my mind about that.
Well, it was amazing to see, and we're glad we were here to see it. Congratulations. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Great interview once again.
Hey, yo, listen up. Game ball. I gotta give it to this absolute beast right here who pretty much did what he wanted to tonight. All right, nice work. Keep it up.
Good job, man.
Ring, do you hear me calling?